All right, folks. So here we are back again with our next time-lapse video. Sorry for the delay with these. They're just a bit more in-depth than simply uploading the video after I recorded it and just scheduling it for when it's to be published. And also sometimes my recording software will annoyingly hang up and just like seem to freeze and take forever to process the time lapse. Um, but anyway, we're past all of that, and we are ready to go with our next episode. So let's jump into it. So this was right after we got back to the hangar, and we powered up the reactor and opened up the doors, and we have this big ass tank droid to deal with here. And it doesn't really like to take damage. It seems the first time I try and fight it, but it likes to deal damage. Baldur just got killed. As always, he's useless. We get close to killing it, but then it apparently has a flamethrower, which deals a lot of damage, and that really annoyed me. Um, uh, I don't know, flamethrowers, they hurt. Yeah, see, there it is using it there, and it almost freaking one-shot Baldur. I heal him up a little bit, but he dies again. But luckily, it didn't seem as keen on using the flamethrower that much that time, so we were able to kill it. And then we go check out the room where it came from, just to see if there's any loot or other useful stuff. There's a bunch of stuff, but I don't think I end up using any of it. I'm just checking it out now. Yeah, I generally don't really do too much with gear. Like most everything that I loot, really. Anyway, so we hop in the shuttle and we're off to the polar region. But turns out that our good old buddies, the HK50s, have been keeping up with us. And they can see from here that we are going to the Polar Union. And not Polar Unit, Polar Region. And they get another squad of HK50s up there in time to intercept us, and they shoot us down. And we are knocked unconscious. So after we come to our senses, we go up and they say it's been difficult to track us down, which I don't know. I guess it is. So let's see. We say, "Why'd you shoot down my vessel?" And yeah, well, no, that wasn't what we should. I didn't catch what we said. We're just asking basically what their deal is, what their beef with us is, and they say that they just want to capture us. They weren't trying to kill us. They just wanted to knock us out. And then we eventually, so we just say, well, screw you then. We're just gonna kill you. We're not interested. We were able to take down one, okay, but they kill my character pretty quick. Then I noticed the Kreia had a few levels to apply, so that's what I'm doing here. Looks like I took toughness and the revive, and I mean, like eventually I just. Well, it's already starting here. Like I'm starting to just have to take like so many just useless force powers because like I don't know what I need. Like I get everything that I want. Like I got my force lightning and I got my terrify, and we apparently die right there. As yeah, those guys are a bit tougher than they looked. So take two here. We just skipped right through the dialogue. I basically tell them to get stuffed first instead. So I decided to level up Kreia immediately instead of waiting. Yeah, and I take the little whirlwind thing, which I use here, and it's actually pretty good. I'm able to basically incapacitate two of the HK50s, which makes this a much easier fight. Like, look at that, bam, two of them already dead. Kreia dies, but I mean that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, so there we go, and then we go up and loot them, and one of them had an HK control cluster. Which I guess is our second HK47 part. I think we only need two more. Yeah, and there's Baldur. Unfortunately, he is still alive. Much as I would like for him to die and go away, but that's okay. And then we just check out the top of this little place, and there's this random door that we go into. And then these weirdos show up out of I don't know where. And then it turns out they have a whole secret base under here. And Kreia says that they won't really harm us. So they lock them up. I don't know why they don't lock my character up. I was always very confused about that. And so then Cray and Atten get some quality time alone, and she decides that it's a great time to basically screw around in his head and try and figure out what makes him tick. He apparently has some secret or thing from his past that he doesn't want our character to know. And he's apparently very worried what our reaction will be if we were to find out. And Gray is basically saying, no worries. If she's really a Jedi, then she'll forgive you. But in the meantime, I'm going to hold this over your head, and you're going to do whatever I want, or else I'm going to tell her, and then she's going to be mad. Um, and eventually, they keep arguing, and he gets upset that she's blackmailing him. And then she's basically like, "All right, well, screw you. You're annoying the crap out of me. I'm just gonna knock you out." And so anyway, then like us, we're allowed to just wander around, which I thought was really weird. And then this person is apparently Atris or Atris, whichever you prefer. She was one of the Jedi Masters that sat on the council when they decided to exile us in the beginning of the game, since we are a Jedi exile. She was one of the people that decided that's what our punishment would be for going with Revan and Malak to fight the Mandalorians. So that's basically, well, not really the events of KOTOR 1, but that was really like some of the events leading up to KOTOR 1, where Revan and Malak, the lured away a bunch of Jedi to go to war. And apparently, the Jedi Council wasn't happy with that and would have rather just sat it out and waited to see what the results of the war was before getting involved, which apparently many Jedi didn't agree with, us included. So we decided we would rather fight the Mandalorians now than risk the Republic losing and then having to fight after we'd already lost. Anyway, we're basically just trying to figure out their rationale for exiling us for that decision. And then she apparently whips out our lightsaber, which she has kept ever since we were exiled. And I thought it was a nice touch that they used the specifications that we provided back when we were talking to Atten when we initially left Peragus, since we said it was a red single-bladed lightsaber. I thought that was cool. And then she keeps asking us more questions about why we want to be a Jedi and blah, blah, blah. And trying to convince us about how we're still have the wrong mindset and how we've lost our way and we're going about everything wrong. Like basically just no, 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 wrong, wrong, wrong. You're just one big fuck up. And let's see. Yeah, we're trying to fire back and make her see our way. Yes, to see, we're asking if the Mandalorians had won, would you then have fought? And she takes issue with pretty much everything we say, no matter what it is. And yeah, she says, so I tire with fighting you. Why are you here? And we basically say, yeah, we're just here because you jacked our ship. And then she's like, aha! So if the Ebon Hawk is your ship, then you're responsible for destroying Peragus. And we're like, yep, who cares? Telos is screwed because they don't have a fuel source. And then she's like, you guys suck. So, because now that Telos will fail, the Republic won't be able to rebuild other planets in the Outer Rim. Oh, the horror. And how we still hold flawed convictions, and how we'll bring ruin, and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, and then we mentioned that the Sith were chasing us down, and we basically just say that we want our ship and our companions, and then she says, yep, get on out of here. And then her underlings basically say, yep, we'll remove you, come with us. And away we go. And then they say, the exile reminded me of something, and she really is partial to our lightsaber, it seems. I don't know why she hasn't put it away yet. And then I do remember one thing I was commenting on was if you look inside of her meditation chamber right there, you can see that it is a very evil-looking space. Like it's all red and black, and I'm just like, wow, what kind of Jedi would have a space like that? Doesn't seem very fitting for a Jedi, especially one that wears, like everything is white down there. So it's quite a stark contrast. But we'll have to see what's up with that later. Anyway, so that's the end of that one. We eventually do get all of our companions and gear and our ship back, but that'll be for the next episode, which will actually be up rather shortly, as I did this one and the next one at the same time. Um, so thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one when we return.